Hello and howdy, this is Ethan Bonreal, recording more Mother 3. Last time we were here, we made it through Tasmili Village. We ran into a mysterious visitor, which is doubly mysterious because we know everyone who lives on this island, so where the hell did this person come from? And we learned that that person supplied someone with money, which our villagers formerly were unfamiliar with, so we gotta probably come back and deal with that whole money situation later. But in the meantime, we have a very important thief mission to go on. We are supposed to invade this castle that we're standing in front of, and steal something important. It was never really explained to us that well. This time around, we're going to explore the castle and hopefully figure out what we were supposed to steal. And I'll talk more about, I don't know, I should probably talk about something gay, right? I didn't really do that too much in the previous two parts, so I gotta make up for it. But I promised y'all we would talk to Nippolite real quick, so what does he gotta say? Oh, it's Old Man Wes's son, what's his name? You made it through that underground passage without being done in by all them monsters. That's really something. One inside the castle, do you? Well, afraid that's not gonna happen. The gate's locked, and won't budge at all. The only way inside now is to climb up the walls. Is this more world building? Is Nepalite canically just a very powerful man who's able to beat monster ass? Who knows? Who knows? But we won't worry about that too much. We don't want to cross Master Nippolite and have him beat our ass. We are just gonna focus on their ants here. Watch where you're stepping, will ya? I'm standing right here, you know? I'm an ant. Don't you dare step on me. I sound like Raijin from fucking... I almost said Kingdom Hearts because I'm racist from Final Fantasy VIII with the you-knows. Looks like you still haven't gotten the hang of battle rhythms. To really grasp a rhythm, you gotta really learn the enemy beat, you know? Wait, you didn't know you can hear the enemy's heartbeat by putting them to sleep? Well, I knew that, so you better know now, you know? Don't worry though, you can still fight just fine without doing any of this rhythm stuff, of course. Well, that's all. Thank you very much. And he's right, and I already explained why in the previous parts I was not too... Girl, a stinky ghost has suddenly attacked. I'm concerned. Okay, so we know... Okay, so I have my checklist. So zombies confirmed real, ghost also confirmed real in this game. There aren't really, like, I don't think... Mother 3 does have, like, some video essays about the plot, but it's usually more about the themes and not, like, shit like, why the fuck are there ghosts in this castle? Like, what's going on with that? And in some alternate universe where I have more brain power, and could commit to doing things like that, I probably would want to make a video essay talking about why the fuck are there ghosts in this castle? Why are ghosts canon? Why are zombies canon? Does that have anything to do with the overarching plot? Maybe, I don't know. I could probably make something up to support either argument if I really wanted to. But oh, I already hate it here. So this actually, unironically, if you watched my previous Let's Play of this, you would know I fucking hate Osohe or Oshu Castle. I'm gonna alternate between pronouncing it both ways because I want to make at least one person mad with how I pronounce it. But this is a very rough portion of the game. I've already said that it's really not worth doing if you're not level grinding a little bit, but the game does not want you to be happy doing this part. You only have one fucking party member. The enemies here very regularly put status effects on you, and they are actually pretty debilitating ones. They stop you from fucking consuming items, which is the only way Duster can heal because he doesn't have healing powers. Unfortunately, he is not that level of main character. And you basically just get your ass beat a lot, and it's pretty fucking miserable. But luckily for me, because I practiced before I did this Let's Play, I know just about the right amount of level grinding to do, and you are going to join me with it. You can't see it, but I'm grabbing you by the collar of your shirt and reminding you I don't fucking cut out grinding, because if I have to grind this game here, you are going to get this experience. And watch me hit the A button while looking at these ghosts. And see, this is also what I'm bitching about, is if I had have even bothered doing a combo, I still would have needed 3 hits to kill that thing, unless it was like a 10-hit combo at minimum, and I just don't want to do that. That's more clicking than I want to do. It would take like physically the same amount of time for me to do that as it would to just be mashing the A button. I'm glad no one came. But this also makes it easier for me specifically to talk to y'all about gay shit. So as I mentioned maybe 2 parts ago now, I don't know how many episodes I've recorded, I actually am wrapping up my Thanksgiving break. I was dog sitting at my family's house, or my parents' house, for the past 2.5 days, because they went out of town to go do whatever they were doing, eyes emoji, and I was asked to watch our doggy dog, which was a good experience. He is a cute little boy, and I enjoy his company, but I definitely, because I also had a vacation from work, I've been off for the past, I guess, 4 days total. Been kind of alone with my thoughts for the most part. And fuck. I wouldn't say I'm having a bad time at all. I just have been thinking a lot. I've spent a lot of my time reading. I've talked about this on stream, but y'all, I don't think I've ever talked about this on my Let's Plays, so I'm very interested in just learning more about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers Zeo, the first 2 Power Rangers series. The reason for it is I'm not even like a super big fan of Power Rangers myself. There we go. Oh, actually I did 2-shot it there. That's kind of poggers. I'm not a big fan of the show itself, but I'm very fascinated as to like what was going on with the actors for that, and so I've just kind of gone down a rabbit hole of learning more about that show and how fucking terrible it was. And the main person I was interested in initially, I'm interested in all of them, is David Yost, who was the Blue Ranger. And if you were if you're like my age and you were on YouTube, you know, in your mid-20s, just randomly trying to remember what was going on with like the original Power Rangers you grew up with, you would probably have seen that he like was the gay one, and he left the show over homophobia. And again, I've talked about this on stream, but it makes me really sad for him because, for one, it's just kind of a reminder that time period that I was alive for was also just kind of really horrible like that for gay people, and that the early 2000s and 90s were just like really insanely fucking homophobic, and people were just very casually cruel to gay people. But it makes me sad for him because that, from what I've heard, really working on that show, if outside of just the exhilaration of being an actor, it just was really bad for most of the people who were on it. They worked them very, very hard, and they paid them very little. And on top of that, like, you're dealing with people like bullying you over your sexual orientation, and that just, it makes me very sad that he had to experience that. And it partly makes me sad too, because he, like, never, I guess, because he came out kind of later in his life, but I look at them in the show and I'm like, man, they were very young and beautiful and, like, obviously, like, immensely famous because that show was massively successful. And he never really got to enjoy, like, being himself until he was, like, in his 40s almost. Like, oh my gosh, that was in like 2013 or 14 when he was talking about, like, really being comfortable in his shoes, like, just admitting he was gay. And I'm like, man, he just kind of missed out on just stuff like you know, being being young and falling in love and shit. And that makes me very sad. And it also is very familiar because I feel like I also kind of feel a little bit cheated in some ways. I was out pretty early in my life, if you don't remember. And again, we're just level grinding a bit. We're probably going to aim for just maybe one level here, because I am kind of ready to move on with this place already. But this will also give us an opportunity to explore the lower floors of this area to see what is going on with it. Because theoretically, I could actually skip a lot of this stuff. Oh, actually, this is kind of dangerous. I might die. Okay, that one died. Now we should be good. It's not too bad. I should actually probably try to combo this so I kill these in one shot. The arachnids actually are good to combo for that reason, because it does make the battle go by a lot faster if you kill them in one go. I'm gonna actually go back downstairs and heal myself one more time, actually. There we go. Let's do this. But I feel like, even though I was out, kind of, I was out to myself definitely, but I was not always out to other people. But I remember just kind of like, you know, being, I wouldn't even say shy, just becoming like a loner a lot and not really sharing stuff with people and not having like a lot of experiences with people, just because it's like I was worried people would treat me badly, and people did. As I also mentioned, I was bullied a lot when I was younger. And had to deal with people being physically and sexually violent towards me when I was growing up. And so sometimes it makes me think about the fact that maybe I could just be like a completely different person, but that person kind of is just lost to time and history, because it's just like I never really got to grow into that person I could have been, because, you know, I was just very afraid and kind of in danger a lot when I was younger. So he reminds me of that, because he didn't really get to start living his life as a gay person, like even just admitting it to himself, until he was like an older adult. And I mean, even now, I'm still like, I wouldn't say I'm pretty comfortable with myself, but there's just like things that I do that I recognize now. Oh, this is just like, oh, I can't eat because I'm fucking sick. Let me eat a mint. So this is actually the status effect I was talking about. nausea, it stops you from eating inventory items. You can still be healed by non-inventory items, but you cannot be healed by food, basically. And that really fucking sucks. It's very inconvenient. I missed the beat on this. This song is a little complicated to combo on. Actually, probably should do a better job of practicing my combos. I think after I record like 2 more episodes, because spoilers, we're gonna be in this fucking castle for a while. God damn it. Is BigBro and his cheekums. Bop. Oh. All right. Well, I'll take it. Also, I like that song. These are pretty easy to kill, though. The sound of wind blowing can faintly be heard behind the wall. An odd dance is depicted here. Okay, I guess we'll just roll with this. Well, I guess I don't need to bother oh, well, I should have comboed you. That face is really good. But I don't know, I do things and recognize, oh, I do this basically because this is like a trauma response, basically, or this is something that I learned to do to protect myself when I was younger that like no longer really serves me as an adult. And so, you know, I'm still dismantling behaviors like that, even though I, you know, actually like myself a good bit. That's something I really have trouble impressing on other people, is that like gay people's problems don't necessarily like come from being insecure so much as like we are actively oppressed by people in many capacities. Like I don't know, I think gay media, and well, not even just gay media, like just media has really failed people because they've really stripped the nuance of discussing homophobia away, and it makes people think that like gay people's most pertinent problem is coming to terms with themselves rather than like straight people treating us bad. We opened the castle gate, so we're able to actually get in and out of here more easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. We went a little bit over time. I like to record for 15 minutes, but I was yapping. I am going to level up once off screen, and then we're just going to move on to the next part. We have gotten to walk around here. I will narrate myself going through the castle, so I explain what's going on. But in the meantime and between time, I am Ethan Bonreal, and I'm Ethan Bon stopping recording.